Hey everybody, Red October. Let it go, buddy. Let it go. Okay, so I don't want to offend anyone that's older than me. Please don't take this as an insult. Don't think you're an old fart. Get out of here. You're useless. Get out of here, old man. Get out of here. You're useless. Please don't think that. I'm speaking from a perspective of a younger person who knows, who's wise enough to know that one day I'm going to be old. One day I'm going to be that elderly old guy. They're just like, man, you're too old, guy. I get it, and I accept it. I've already prepared myself mentally. When my time is done, it's done. When my high point in my career passes, it's passed. I'm gonna pass that torch on to the younger generation. Let those guys run at it. Let them go at it. They're younger, they're faster, may not be smarter, but they're quicker in responses. Let them have at it. Let them do that. I've done my time. I've paid my dues. I'm gonna kick back and enjoy it. But I'm gonna stick around and share my knowledge for those that want to know. Tell yourself that. I've seen this time and time again. So, first example, my sister-in-law retired from the government, went back to work. Things changed. Took a couple of years off. Thought, hey, I can go back. I've been there, done that, right? I was at the top of my game. You know, I was the shit. And go back. Oh man, what's this program? What's that? How do you use this? You've been too long out of the game. You know, and they call it retirement for a reason. You retire from that field and you move on. Now, if you're fortunate and they bring you back on as a consultant saying, hey, look, we used to do this job for about 20 plus years. All that knowledge, we need you to share it with the younger generation, train them. We don't want you to do the job. We just want you to share your knowledge, and we want to pay you as a consultant. If you're lucky and they bring you on, I say go for it. Go for it, man. But if you think you're retired, you're gonna retire, take a couple of years off, a break, and then you want to go back into that field, you think you're gonna just fit in there like a perfect shoe, it ain't gonna happen. In most cases, you're gonna be outdated. You're gonna be slower. You're not gonna be as sharp as you used to. Your reaction's gonna be slower. You're just not gonna be the person that you used to be. Even if you kicked ass at that job and you were the shit and you were the man, you were tough as nails. That time has passed. That ship has sailed. Let it go. Don't try to come back into the workforce thinking, you know, I got it. You used to have it. You don't have it anymore. And I think that's the hardest part for anyone to accept is I can't do that job anymore. My hands don't allow it. As much as I love it, as much knowledge I have, I can't do this job. And that's the hardest thing. Not being able to shoot your gun when the day comes and you can't shoot your firearms, that's gonna be devastating for a lot of you gun guys out there. I know it. Trust me. I know it because I see it with my grandfather. I see the look on his face of just seeing those glory days, those fun times, I see them slipping through his fingers, and he realizes it. He doesn't admit it. He doesn't have to admit it. I see the look on his face. But the time will come when you will not be able to drive or shoot your guns or do the job you used to do. I have a coworker right now, and she's struggling to fit in, and she doesn't understand. And it's almost like trying to tell somebody that's a hoarder. You know, they're blinded by their own vision of what they remember they used to be. They're blinded by their own what's up in here, and it's telling them, hey, you can do this job. You can do this job. You used to do it. You have a degree. You used to be sharp and fast. They're blinded by that, and trying to tell an older person, hey, this may not be the job for you. It's hard. And I say that with all due respect, all kindness and gentleness. And I've had this conversation with her, and she's just like, no, this is the perfect job for me. I've done this. And I'm like, this ain't for you, honey. I just, sweetie, I want to tell her, but, and I've told her kind of in soft type of ways, but she just doesn't get it. She still thinks that this is the job for her. She can do it. She doesn't understand why people don't like her, and she's not fitting in. And the thing with older people, and believe me, I spent a lot of time with my grandfather. Old people, they like to talk. They love to talk because, number one, they're not around a lot of people these days. They really don't have a lot of friends, or they're not out there in social life because they're old already, right? They're not hitting the clubs or going to the beaches and going to these concert events in the park. They're old. They're by themselves. They don't really have a lot of people their age because they've died off already. I get it, and I sympathize. But when it's time to let it go, let it go. Find a job that fits you. Find something that's slower pace, where there are other elderly people your age. And I say elderly, and with all due respect, if you're in your 60s, and I know that's still young to a lot of you guys out there, but the reality is you're not going to go get a job at a place where there's a lot of kids. You're just not. It doesn't. They're probably not even going to hire you if you try to apply at a bouncy place or like some type of arcade place for kids. Find a job that fits you, of other like-minded individuals. That's no disrespect to your generation. It's just you find something that fits you. And I'm saying this with all compassion. I'm warning you all. I've already warned myself. I've had this conversation in my head many times. The day will come, Red, when you gotta let all this stuff go. When you're not gonna be the man, you're not gonna be fast, you're not gonna be looked at as, hey, I like this guy, he's on it. There'll come a day when they're like, hey, they're gonna give you that look like, dude, I really wish you'd retire. I wish you'd go. Look around, all the old people are gone. As sad as that is, and I don't want any of y'all to be mad at me, I'm saying this with compassion. Because I respect all my elders, but I'm probably the only likable person that this coworker has, and I tell her, I was like, I wish I could fix it. I wish I could wave a wand and just take all the stuff away, but I can't fix it. And I feel stuck in the middle because I do my best to help her and get along, and I look at it as there's no point in me kicking her when everyone else is already kicking her down, Anyway, I'm going home. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna go to the water park with my wife, and we're gonna relax. And our time will come for us all. Right out.